Hey there survivors, Creature here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Wasteland themed attire, how to get your costumes going. So tip number one is try to get into character before you make your costumes. You don't have to LARP or be in character at the event, but knowing your story before you make your costumes makes it a lot easier. If you're gonna go with like a cowboy version, or maybe you grew up in the mountains and you kind of want to incorporate that. Perhaps you were a business person, so you could carry around a suitcase with your ammo and stuff like that. That'd be great. You could also think of it as maybe you were born after the apocalypse and you're kind of just grew up in it, so you wouldn't know certain things about the modern world. Try to incorporate those kind of ideas into your costume. It makes it a lot easier to just get a single idea going and gets you starting in the right direction. Number two, cheap is good. You can go to thrift stores, pick up button-ups, camo, khakis, just anything at all that you think would fit your theme of your person, your character. And it's really cheap. You can also just dig through your closet, find some old stuff. The older, the better. It acts as a great baseline for a distressed costume. Number three, try to mix practical with cosmetic. I like to carry around this bag. I got it my first year at Wasteland, and since most of my costumes initially didn't have a lot of pockets, I couldn't carry things around. I'd have to make a lot of trips back to camp. But now that I have this, I can carry snacks in it, my tarot cards, which I made for last year, and I get other Wastelanders to sign. You could also do something like this. It is a camelback. It's got my family tribe on it. This is actually my boyfriend's. He's a Wastelander as well. He goes by Cricket. It's just an old pair of jeans that make up the holder for the camelback. And then it's some leather and some little straps that hold it all together. There's also a little sheath for a machete that my boyfriend's going to be carrying around. It's practical because it keeps him hydrated, keeps him cool, but it's also really cool looking. So you have the cosmetic aspect as well. Number four, you're going to want to distress your clothes without destroying them. A super easy way to do that is to add patches. And it just makes your whole costume look a little more torn up, a little more grungy, I don't know.
Extra holes or ventilation.
My boyfriend on the other side just said extra holes means ventilation, which is good. Sometimes it gets a little too hot in the wasteland, but you don't have to put holes in your costume if you're not comfortable doing that. I also like to add patches that represent different tribes. This one's the Farlanders. I absolutely adore them. You can add different stitching along the seams of your clothes. Make it look like you did a quick patch-up job on those. If you're going to do that, it's a lot easier to use embroidery thread rather than regular string, because this is a little thicker. It comes in a million colors, so it can fit whatever theme you're going for. And it's a lot easier to see. You don't have to layer up your string as often. This is also really durable, so you can catch it on things without it tearing as easily. It just looks really good. An example would be some of my older clothes. These ones have just regular string, but it's layered multiple times. It looks a little rough, and it works great, but it's not typically my go-to anymore. The embroidery thread is just thicker and it looks really cool, and it just kind of pops out a little more with one pass, so it's a lot less work. Aside from that, you're also going to want to look dirty. That's number five. You're going to hear it from a million Wastelanders every single time. Your first year, how could you tell? You're too clean. Being too clean is not a problem, but the dirtier you look, the more you'll fit in. And if you want to look dirty without being super uncomfortable, you can use stuff like shoe cream or polish. You can use leather dyes, which come in a lot of different shades, but they're dark and they soak in really, really well. For my shirt that I'm wearing right now, I've actually used wood stain. It soaks in, doesn't smear as much. You can put a lot with a little, plus these are pretty cheap compared to fabric dyes. You can also get mink oil. This is for your leather products and stuff. It works fabulous, but it also discolors things really well. You can use coffee grounds, you can use bleach. There's plenty of household items that can discolor your clothes while still keeping them comfortable and without smelling bad. And if it gets right down to it, just throw your clothes down outside and rub them in the dirt. Stain them up the traditional way. It works great. It looks totally apocalyptic, and it's really fun just to make a mess. So I'd highly recommend just diving in deep, and the dirtier, the better. For more detailed videos on how to do stuff like this, or if something I said wasn't super clear, you can check out another YouTuber who I've used for years, Nuclear Snail Studios. The guy is a genius, and he's done apocalyptic costume videos for years. If my stuff doesn't help you, his certainly will. Yeah, it's all pretty standard, pretty easy. If you have any particular questions about just about anything, feel free to leave comments below for your costume needs. And another fun little thing that I added to these pants, if I can find it, beer bottle buttons or bottle cap buttons. They're super cheap, especially if you like to drink. You just save them up, throw them on. Distressing clothes does not need to be intimidating, doesn't need to be stressful. It's really fun when you get into it. And I hope that this little video helps you out a lot. And, oh, last thing. I'm going to be getting a little off track from Wasteland just for the last couple minutes of this video. And I'm going to be talking about this little book that I've started reading by Bayla Beaumont. It's called The Heiress of Darkness and Dawn. I'm enjoying it a whole lot. I'm about a quarter of the way through. The characters are funny, they're unique, and the author writes in a very descriptive way so you can really see the world you're getting into. I'm just going to read the last little excerpt on the back, and if you're interested, I'm going to be tagging the author's Instagram handle at the end of this video. In a realm where shadows dance with light, Isolde finds herself torn between two worlds and her two destinies. As she navigates her dual identity, two men vie for her allegiance, each with their own vision of who she should become, savior or oppressor. It's very clearly a fantasy kind of triangle romance thing going on there. I forgot what the term is, but I'm absolutely loving it. And the author is brand new. This is their first ever published book, and I really hope y'all can go show her some love. Thanks, and I hope you have fun making your costumes. Bye. Where's my button?